stream is going. Hello, hi, I'm back. I'm a little sick right now. I have a pretty shitty cold, so keep that in mind. But yesterday I was it was a lot worse. But here we are. I did some finagling with my party to see if I could change some stuff around with my party synergy and stuff like that. So I've changed some stuff around. So here we go. I did a test run. It worked. But I changed a couple more things around. Now we'll see.
Again, the world must be shattered, and again it must be.
We will win this for the sake of our world. Behold this power.
Its ideals have no need for you.
Going for the weak spot. Great job, Juna. Now they're weak to something new.
There is no power.
I won't hold back.
Fantasy.
Falling back. Time for some close combat.
Heroes cry.
I'll use what I must. Then again, hidden arm.
Battle tackle.
Let's do this.
I never saw the animation play for this thing. This thing is cool.
Our new world and its ideals have no need for you.
I'll show you.
Let my power support you.
Okay.
Give in to my anxiety.
You're so slow.
The inequity. Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Is he?
I'm responsible for buffing. Juna is responsible for healing. And Basilio and Heisme are responsible for the attack.
Deadly magla in the puppet.
right.
Attack him before he swallows more.
Yeah.
The puppet's magla's fading.
Let's stay calm. Lend me your strength. Not this. I won't hold back. Win!
You hit their weakness. That's your
It's
opening,
time I
Captain.
now accept your fate.
We'll combine our strength.
Critical hit. Heisme's a real ace power. Burn! You hit their weakness. Don't let him down, Juna.
Let's make this fun. And it's
Nice, Basilio. That's what they get when they mess with you.
Here.
Thanks.
Quite a boon.
I owe you one.
Okay. Yeah, he's moved to that. Good job, good job.
Nice dodge.
sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Alright. Time to heal.
Watch me. You can count on
Thanks.
me.
My thanks.
That helped us out.
Our new world and its ideals.
Basilio left him wide open. Let's hit that new weakness.
Is there another looking good here?
Witness our strength.
In your fantasy.
Let my power support you.
Yes! The puppet's magla's fading.
Our new
Show
world
you.
and its ideals have no need for you.
Faustus.
Who you help?
Much thanks, son.
Defy me. Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Just
They
hit
fight
that
as
new
power.
business.
You better be sure. I'm counting on you.
It's time I'll use what I must. No hidden arm.
We'll combine our strength.
The puppet's Magla's mating! Persona Master! This might sting!
Follow my lead. Let's do this.
Tough one.
Okay.
Sorry!
Fight a losing battle.
Good job, good job.
I've got my own strength.
Destroyer.
In your fantasy.
Let my power support you.
Commendable bearing.
Persona Master! No need to
That
worry.
helped.
Quite a boon.
That helped us out.
I can't believe this!
Damn it.
This heralds a new
Building up an incredible amount of Magla!
sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Juna's struggling with her anxiety!
Yo,
Don't let her get attacked!
Hey?
Juna,
okay.
careful! Your
We can
defenses
do
are
this.
down.
Hold on. We're looking good here.
Destroyer. Now we strike.
We'll combine our strength.
No! No, please!
Didn't destroy the puppet. Damn it.
Your
We can't let him swallow them all! Or he'll unleash devastating magic! He's building up an incredible amount of Magla! Look how much Magla swirls around inside him!
sacrifice yourself to the new age.
That side means
Here I go.
he's gonna heal! Attack him, or he'll use the puppet!
Tough one.
Juna's
Let's
struggling
go.
with her anxiety! Don't let her get attacked!
Yes! Still up?
The puppet's
Destroyer!
Good job, Juna. Not great for Basilia, though.
This gotta wake her up!
This heralds a
He's
new
building up an incredible amount of Magla!
sacrifice yourself to the new age.
I have to help everyone! That side means he's gonna heal!
Our new world.
Attack him! Or he'll
Take
use
it.
the puppet! Time for a nice round! He's spiking! We gotta defend him until he shakes it off!
Apologies. Would you finish it?
Master!
And its people shall perish.
Keep it together!
Thanks.
Right
This is going a little bit. Oh, I should have done.
This race.
Okay, that's fine. I should have done take off the debuff. Oh god.
Seriously?
This heralds
He's building up an incredible amount of Magla! Look how much Magla swirling around inside him!
sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Good job.
ailment slowing you down, Captain?
How about this?
Destroyer! Mustn't settle for these. I leave it to you.
That's a lot of ailments. Be careful out there, okay? Let's keep cool.
I knew you'd help.
Much thanks. Thanks.
All right. Get ready.
Wrong one!
No, the next one's yours.
Destruction!
That was the wrong one. Come on, Juna. Come on, girl.
This herald.
He's holding up an incredible amount of magma.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
That side means
Oh, awesome
physical attacks
souls, do
incoming.
your thing.
Attack towards the wall of the
that,
puppet.
eh?
Juna's down.
okay, I won't hold
Someone,
back.
quick, get her back on her feet.
This'll do.
Time for my grand
Destroyer!
comeback.
Then on me, we go together. Now accept your fate.
You hit their weakness. I'll show you. Moves, Heismay. No need to worry.
Quite a boon.
I owe you one.
Shatter!
I can't believe this!
This herald.
He's building up an incredible amount of magma. How much magma is swirling around inside him?
Good job, good job.
Come here!
Hold on. I love this path.
Leo left
They're
him
still
wide open.
breathing by this
Let's
power.
hit that new weakness.
I've got my own trick.
Oh, power of kings.
Hit their weakness. Behold this power. Moves, Heismay. Going for the weak spot. Great job, Juna.
You better be ready.
Now they're weak to something new.
Let's go. The magic seed. A tough one.
Damn it.
The captain's fighting his anxiety and they're targeting him.
This herald.
He's building up an incredible amount of magma.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
That side
Oh,
means
how could this happen?
physical attacks incoming. Attack before he swallows the puppet. No need to rush this. I'll go with it.
I help.
Heismay's anxiety is mounting. If he gets hit, we'll be in big trouble. Basiligo's
forth,
anxiety
royal
is spiking.
soul.
We gotta defend him until he shakes it off.
This is it.
There we go.
The puppet's magma's mating.
My world! My perfect world!
But guess what, fuckers? Yeah.
Not yet. I refuse. I won't let it end like this. You will be a sacrifice. You will sustain the strong. Oh, weak one. Oh, peon.
His Magla has gone out of control. At this rate, even a man of Luis's mental strength would lose his grip on sanity.
In the end, even he couldn't escape his own anxiety.
Then by his own logic, we've got to put him down. The weak deserve to die. The bastard's own words, yeah?
If he saw a threat in our power, then let us wield it.
You can't just believe in nothing. Nobody can rely on themselves alone. It's a pitiful way to live, and it's time we put an end to it!
Louis Squeerburn! Here and now, I will strike you down!
Okay, it's time to do this! Give us our final call to arms!
Come on, everyone. Let's go!
This is our last chance.
Face me!
We've come this far. We have to end this here and now! Then watch me! You can count on
I knew
me.
you'd help.
Quite a boon.
That helped us out. You better be ready.
Smash!
Persona Master!
Much thanks, thanks.
Facilio left him wide open! Let's
won't
hit
hold
that
back.
new weakness!
I've got my own strength.
Feel true terror. Give in to anxiety.
Badly hurt! Get her some healing! Aura's
Face me!
overpowering! It's making it harder to fight! Just hold on! Do I call you upon the royal soul? You look like you're about to drop!
No need to
I knew
worry.
you'd help.
My thanks.
I owe you one.
Right in their weak spot. Beat him down,
I will fight with
Facilio.
pride. Let's try this.
That helped us out.
My shoulders. Badly hurt.
You're saying when we dice?
Healing. Juno, are you okay?
Power of
You look like
kings.
you're about to drop. Facilio's been just what I need. Status ailment. No, got to be Persona Master. Let's keep cool.
That helped.
Much thanks.
I owe you one.
Come here!
Get
Nice, Facilio.
Come
That's what
forth,
they
royal
get
soul!
when they mess with you.
No. Here.
Thanks.
My thanks.
That helped us out.
Too much? Now accept your fate.
Their weakness. Persona Master. How's
I
this?
knew you'd help.
Quite a boon.
I owe you one.
Seriously?
I don't care.
Come on. This has to work. You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain. Facilio left him wide open.
Let's
Let's
go.
hit that new weakness.
How about this?
I'll use what I must. Then again, now we strike.
Let my power
Your
deploy.
weakness.
I call upon a royal soul! Let's keep going!
My turn.
Start out the south. Here I go.
Beat him down, Basilio.
This is it.
Now accept your fate.
Persona Master.
You can count
I
on
knew
me.
you'd help.
Quite a boon.
I owe you one.
Why? Why can you not understand my ideals? Feel true terror.
Juna's badly hurt. Get her some healing.
Sighted.
My shoulders.
All right. Overpowering. It's making it harder to fight. Just hold on.
Is there another way? Take it.
Thank you.
My thanks.
Start out the south.
Got a
Destroyer.
bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
Destruction.
Behold this power. How's this?
Much thanks.
You chief, a foolish people, terrified of alienation, be gone from this world.
What's happening?
Seriously?
Damn it.
Juna's badly hurt. Get her some healing. Since Magla's all gathering together. Juna, are you okay?
Awesome souls,
You
do
look
your
like
thing.
a frog.
Our new world, its ideals.
Hold on. This should work.
Persona Master.
Keep it together.
That helped.
Quite a boon.
Start out the south.
Be gone.
My path ends here.
Okay.
Someone help him get back in the fight.
Damn it.
Motherfucker.
Captain's fighting his anxiety and they're
Jump,
targeting
jump.
him.
No! It missed! You son of a bitch!
Something bad's coming. Jaime got knocked
Here
out.
I go.
He got revived. Basilio's been hit with some kind of
I
status
walk a
ailment.
royal path.
No.
Take it.
A bunch of them.
I shall repay. I'll use what I must.
Feel true terror.
My shoulders.
God damn it.
Get her some healing.
I feel so slow.
Aura's overpowering master. It's making it harder to fight. Just
My
hold
thanks.
on.
Thanks.
Juna, careful. It looks like you've got several ailments. Watch your back.
Come forth, royal soul! I've got my own strength.
Captain,
Let
they've got your
power
defenses
of
down.
kings.
You hit their weakness. Watch me. Nice moves, Heisme.
Maybe not.
Persona Master.
You can count
That
on
helped.
me.
Quite a boon.
That helped us out.
A world born of fantasy. It must not be.
My shoulders.
God damn it.
Disappointing ending.
This heralds
It's boiling. It's ready to explode. Watch out.
I'm powerless.
The captain's fighting his anxiety and they're targeting him. Since Magla's all gathering together.
fields.
Oh, you fucker!
Blindsided.
Holy shit!
He's about to collapse. Someone heal him fast.
Think highly look at that. Yep.
He's knocked out. Someone help him get back in the fight.
All right!
Leo left
They're
him
still
wide open.
breathing.
It's okay.
Hit that new
We can do
weakness.
this. This'll do.
I shall repay this favor tenfold.
What a bastard!
Okay? Cilio's down! Someone get him up and fighting!
Holy shit, what a fucking bastard!
Something bad's coming!
No vexing.
Feel true terror.
Dude.
Still fight.
Let's get him some healing! The captain's down? Someone help him back up!
I refuse to die yet.
Oh my god.
Come on, not like this! Someone help, please!
I'll save this.
Hit their weakness!
My son must wait.
Heisme.
This should work.
I'll pay you back double.
Feel true
Wow, what
terror.
a bastard.
He's got a power that can
Oh,
wipe
shit.
out an entire tribe! We have to do something!
Feel true terror.
Dude, that's bad. That's really bad.
He's not
The shame.
Someone help him get back in the fight! Aura's overpowering!
I'll use
Making
this
it
one.
harder to fight!
Still fight.
Just hold on! Cilio's down! Someone get him up and
Ah!
What was that?
Dude, come on, man! is gonna do his soul scream.
Feel true terror.
I'm dead.
Sorry.
Fuck!
Everyone.
Oh my god, dude, we're doing so well. This motherfucker.
Prove it to me.
Shit! Now we gotta do this shit all over again. Ah! Yeah,
All right.
you definitely need that. Excuse me. Motherfucker. God damn it, man.
What now?
All right.
That soul scream shit is bad.
We will win this
Destroyer!
for the sake of our world. I call upon a royal soul.
And its people shall perish.
This might sting. Great job, Juna. Now they're weak to something new.
Let a destroyer!
We'll combine our strength.
This'll watch me. Raging fire.
Here I go! Electric!
Right in their weak spot. Beat him down, Basilio.
The inequities, sacrifice yourself to the new age.
What? Is he trying to swallow those people? Wait, they're puppets? I'm sensing deadly magma in the puppets. Attack him before he swallows more.
How about this?
Face me! Destruction!
Critical hit. This is just what I need. Going for the weak spot. Great job, Juna.
All right!
Now they're weak to something new. The puppet's magma's fading.
Midas power. Wind.
You hit their weakness. That's your opening,
I'll use what I
Captain.
must. I see your game.
Now that's finesse. Beautiful dodge,
Sacrifice
Heisman.
yourself to the new age.
Heisman, I call upon a royal soul. This might sting. Great job, Juna. Now they're weak to something new. Basilio left him wide open. Let's hit that new weakness.
The magic seed.
Face me!
The puppet's magma's fading. You hit their weakness. Nice moves, Heisman.
thanks.
I owe you one.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
The puppet Magla's fading! Right in their weak spot. Beat him down!
The world
Destroyer!
and its people
The hidden art!
shall perish.
Let my power support
Hit their weakness! Nice persona! Faster! You can count on
That
me.
helped.
Quite a boon.
That helped us out. Here I go. Get
Leo left him wide open.
Let's go.
Hit that new weakness.
I've got my own strength.
I'll use what I must. Destruction!
so annoying.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Captain, you've got your defenses down. Going for the weak spot. Job, Juna.
Oh, awesome souls, do your thing.
Win!
Yes! The puppet Magla's made it!
Destroyer!
You hit their weakness!
Parry!
That's your opening, Captain! Persona Master! Let's keep going!
My turn, thanks.
Basilio's
All
been
right.
hit with some kind of status ailment! No! A bunch of them!
So heavy.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Captain,
Brightest power.
you've got your defenses down!
How about this?
Basilio's been hit with some kind of
Much
status
perhaps
ailment!
face me.
No! A bunch of them!
This doesn't feel a favor, if I may.
Behold this power! No need to
That
worry.
helped.
I owe you one. Oh, awesome souls, do your thing. Yeah.
Basilio left him wide open!
Come
Let's
forth,
hit
royal
that new
soul.
weakness.
Scour!
Yes! The puppet Magla's mating! Seriously? Now that's finesse! Beautiful dive,
Sacrifice
Heisman!
yourself to the new age.
Smash!
I'll show you! This might Great job, Juna!
Come in!
Now they're weak
Get
to something
Prince! Win!
new. You hit their weakness! That's your
Face
opening,
me.
Captain!
Girl!
The puppet Magla's mating!
Blindsided!
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Heisman, watch me! That's a lot of ailments! Be careful out here, okay?
Oh, awesome souls, do your thing.
The puppet Magla's mating!
I've got my own strength.
Now accept your fate.
Their weakness! This is just what I need! Heisme! This might sting! Great job, Juna! Now they're weak to something new!
Fight a losing battle.
I have to help everyone! Heisme! That's a lot of ailments! Be careful out there, okay?
Let's make this fun.
You can do this!
Right in their weak spot! Beat them down, Basilio!
There is no
Hold back!
power in your
Scour!
You hit their weakness! That's your
Face
opening,
me.
Captain!
Mustn't settle for the easy way. Witness our strength. I'll use what I must.
Behold this power! Going for the
Great job, Juna!
All right.
Now they're weak to something new!
We'll combine our strength! What?
Damn it.
So annoying.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Basilio's been hit with some kind of status ailment!
Win!
A bunch of them!
The world of old and its people.
The puppet Magnus
show
baby!
you!
How's this?
Thanks.
Quite a boon.
That helped us out. Yeah,
Basilio left it wide
eh?
open! Let's
okay.
hit that new weakness!
How about this?
You struggle. Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Oh, power of kings. Destruct mandible bearing.
I call upon a royal soul!
Let's get some use out
I
of
knew
this!
you'd help.
Oh, awesome souls, do your thing.
The puppet Magnus fading!
Let's go. Is there another way? Let's try this.
I owe you one.
Get her some healing! Juna, are you
Destroyer!
okay? You look like you're about to drop!
Behold this power! This might sting!
You better be ready. Get wrecked!
I'm free! This is it! Still here?
Now accept your fate.
You hit their weakness!
I call upon a royal soul!
Heisme!
Thanks.
My thanks.
That helped us out.
Good job, good job.
Fight a losing battle.
Here I go. Yeah.
Basilio left it wide open! Let's hit that new weakness!
Hold on. Not free! The magic seed! A tough one!
Face me. Destruction.
Good, good. Now to the second phase. The bastard phase.
This is our last chance!
Face me.
We've come this far! We have to end this here and now!
Behold this power! That's not...
This people shall perish.
Let's get some use out of this!
Here I go.
Free!
Vikings! No, weakness our strength! Smash!
Persona Master! Going for the weak spot, Judah! Now they're weak to something new!
Scour!
You hit their weakness! That's your opening, Captain!
Feel true terror. Give in to anxiety.
I'll use what I must.
Overpowering! It's making it harder
Mustn't
to
settle.
fight!
A favor, if I may.
Don't underestimate me.
Backing out for
Leave
now.
it to me.
There is
You
no
better be ready.
in your
Raven their weak spot. Beat him down,
Let's work
Cecilia.
together. No, I won't hold back. How about this?
You destroyer!
This is nothing.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her. Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
Come forth, royal soul. I've got my own strength.
Face me!
its ideals.
There's a better way. I was saving this.
I owe you one.
Thank you.
Look out!
Thank you.
Switch with me!
Leave it to me.
All right.
Focus up, Basilia.
I will fight with pride.
This is our last
Okay.
chance.
Destroyer!
We've come this far.
Hold on.
We
Let
have
me go
to
use the
end this
bathroom.
here and now.
I've been drinking a lot of liquids. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Persona Master! This might Great job, Juno!
Here I go!
Now they're weak to something new!
Have no need for you.
Come forth, royal soul! No.
Destroyer! Girl!
Their weakness! I've got just the dance for you! You might say it's to die. Can't let it go unnoticed.
I owe you one.
Come here!
Julio left him wide open!
By this
Hit
power,
that new weakness!
I've got my own strength.
Feel true terror. Give in to anxiety.
Destroyer!
Overpowering! It's making it harder to fight! This power! Just hold on! No need to worry.
My thanks. Thanks.
How about this?
Fast, Basilio! Nice dive!
Destroyer!
Persona Master! Going for the weak spot! Great job, Juno! Now they're weak to something new!
Win!
You hit their weakness! That's your
Destroyer!
opening, Captain!
Then again, Destroyer! Destruction!
Their weakness! Nice moves, Heisme!
What was that?
Juno's badly hurt! Get some healing! That's it! Juno, are you okay? This is just what I need! You look like you're about to drop! This might sting! You've got as much ability slowing you down,
In
Captain!
your fantasy.
Come forth, royal soul! I've got my own strength.
Persona Master!
That helped.
Quite a boon.
I owe you one. Here I go!
Julio left him wide open! Let's hit that new weakness!
Why? Feel true terror. Fight a losing battle.
Aura's
Let's go.
overpowering!
How
It's
about
making it
this?
harder to fight!
Destroyer!
Just hold on! Hit their weakness! I call upon a royal soul!
Thanks.
My thanks.
That helped us out.
Julio left him wide open! Let's hit that new weakness!
The Parapus.
What's happening?
Damn it, bitch. Good job, good job.
Facilio, they're wearing down your defenses.
I've got my own tricks.
Now accept your fate.
Hit their weakness. This is just what I need. Moves, Heisme. You can count on me.
Quite a boon.
I owe you one.
There is no power.
Facilio left him wide open.
Come
Let's
forth,
hit that
royal
new
soul.
weakness.
Hold on. This'll do.
Be gone.
Facilio's down. Someone get him up and fighting.
Fuck.
Captain's fighting his anxiety and they're targeting him. Magma's all gathering together. Facilio got knocked
Destroyer!
out. Someone help him back up.
Parry!
Hit their weakness. Nice move, show you. Going for the weak spot. Job, Juna. Now
Let's
they're
stay
ready
calm.
for something new.
This should work. I'll pay you back.
Captain, we've got your defenses down. I've got. Watch me. Keep it together.
Thanks.
My thanks.
That helped us out.
A world. Feel true terror. Feel
Fuck.
true terror.
God, I hate this motherfucker so much.
I know what you're thinking.
Good job, good job.
Get her some healing.
Blindsided.
Aura's overpowering. It's making it harder to fight.
Let's go.
Just hold on.
No. This'll do it.
That helped.
Quite a boon. Thanks.
Captain,
Face
you've
me.
got your defenses down. Heisman, that's a lot of ailments. Be careful out there, okay?
I feel so heavy.
Blunder.
Soul screen.
Feel true terror.
Go fast, get her some healing. Wasn't knocked down. We gotta wake her up. Is everyone okay?
Die yet.
We gotta heal up. Juna's down.
Here I
Someone,
go.
quick, get her back on her feet.
Motherfucker!
Roll her back. Anyone. This is our last chance.
Destroyer.
Come this far. We have to end this here and now. Persona Master.
Quite a boon. Thanks.
All right, world and its ideals.
Vitus power.
There is no power of kings.
hold this power. A bit much. This is just what I need. Let's keep cool.
My thanks.
I owe you one.
Julio left him wide open. Let's hit that new weakness.
Give in to anxiety.
His aura's
Let's go.
overpowering.
How about
Making
this?
it harder to fight.
Destroyer!
Just hold on. Hit their weakness. Watch me. Moves, Heisman. Maybe not. Backing out for
You
now.
face Hulkenberg!
Our new world and its ideals have no need for you.
Yeah.
Julio left him wide open. Let's hit that new weakness. Smash, Julio. Nice dive.
I've got my own tricks.
You now accept your fate.
Hit their weakness.
Behold!
Next move.
Combine our strength!
Oh, awesome souls, do your thing.
Is that all?
Someone help him get back in the fight! Heisman got knocked out.
This should
Gotta
work.
revive him.
I shall repay. I'll use what I must.
And its people
No.
shall perish.
A wise choice.
Let us fight!
It's
as
up to
one.
you now.
Feel true terror.
The audacity!
That's it! His aura's overpowering! It's making it harder to fight! Just hold on!
Here you go.
How about this?
Vulcanburg!
Face me.
You've got several ailments slowing you down!
Fantasy.
No!
Nice! A mystic shield!
You better be ready.
Julio left him wide open! Let's hit that new weakness!
One, beauty.
What's happening? Hulkenberg, you've got several ailments slowing you down.
I retreat
Time
for
for
now.
the leading lady. I call upon a royal soul. You can count on
Thanks.
me.
Thanks.
Thank you. Let justice prevail!
Yeah.
Right in your weak spot. Beat him down,
hold back.
Julio.
I've got my own tricks.
Fight a losing battle.
This is just what I need. This might sting. Great job, Juna.
The world
The great strike
Something
ball!
new.
and its
Hulkenberg got them right in their
Oh,
weak
awesome
spot.
souls, do your thing.
Blade in hand!
You better be ready.
Yes! Juno left us wide open! Let's hit that new weakness!
The world feel true terror.
Too easy.
Basilio,
Good
nice
job.
dodge. His aura's
Let's go.
overpowering. It's making it harder to fight.
I got my own
Hold
proof.
on! Watch me.
Has it come to this?
No need to rush this. I call upon a royal
I
soul.
knew you'd help.
That helped us out.
Let's need it. Knight! I will protect you!
Feel
Damn it.
true terror.
Good, 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 good.
Here I go. Yeah.
Right in the weak spot. Beat him down, Basilio.
I'll cut through! A tough
Behold
one!
this power. Going for the weak job, Judah.
For all the weak
We
strive
something
for!
new. Hockenberg got them right in the
All
weak
right.
spot.
Let's go!
Has it come to this?
Is there another way? Let's try this.
Damn, I was hoping that it would dodge somehow.
Feel true terror.
Juna's badly
Good.
hurt. Get her some healing. Juno, are you okay? Show you. We'll keep it together.
Thanks.
I owe you one.
I'm obliged. Knight! A mystic shield!
Here I go.
Has it come to this?
Yes. Tough one.
How about this?
Feel true terror.
He's got power
Nope.
that can wipe out an entire tribe. We have to
My
do something.
strength.
Feel true terror.
Oh, you bastard. Good.
I call upon a royal soul. It's making it harder to fight. Just this hold on.
Oh, power of heroes!
Hockenberg, hold yourself
Oh,
Be gone.
together. We gotta wake up.
Is that all?
Feel
fucked up
true
so
terror.
hard.
Now you've done it.
I think hopefully she's dead.
Get her back up.
Where it ends.
Come on, not like this. Someone, help, please. You've got a
It's
bunch
okay.
of ailments slowing
We
you
can do
down,
this.
Captain.
This should work.
My spirit
Juna's
is
down.
for all the
Someone,
great strive
quick,
for!
get her back on her
Come
feet.
to this?
Not now. From our provisions,
Time for my grand comeback. Someone, get him healed up.
By this power,
You've got several ailments slowing you down.
I got my own tricks.
This is just what I need. Going for the weak spot. Good job, Juna. Come. Now they're weak to something new.
Yes! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Hell yeah! Hulkenberg! Yeah! Oh shit!
But why? Why is it still beyond me?
Dawn breaks.
I love you, Basilio. I love you so fucking much.
Look! He's done it! He's finally beaten Luis!
Does this mean he's won?
That's right.
I'm not dreaming this.
He did it.
Not yet.
Ah, fuck.
I have my ideals. Witness!
Everyone's fighting their fear and anxiety. Nobody knows for sure what's right. And even through all that, the people have declared you king!
We fight for more than justice. Show him our will against his. Show him the fall of his world.
Hold fast to your ideals! 'Tis your sworn duty as king!
You wielded the power of kings. It's time to stop following their footsteps. Now it's your turn to take your place with them.
Your fantasy is naught but lies!
What? What's going on?
Now, die!
We know. Fantasy is more than an empty dream. It's a dream with the power to change the world!
Damn you!
That must be the Lord that governs Utopia in all worthy champions. The hero's archetype. The king. I see. At long last, fantasy has become a force that frees people from anxiety. A harbinger of change for a deadlocked reality.
What's up, Dan?
The people have chosen my son. With that, my tremendous gamble hath borne fruit. Thus it is that my duty here draws to a close.
And now, the novel you wrote with such passion will finally begin a new chapter.
This voice... could it be? But how?
While flames swept through the sanctum, I cast a final spell to abandon my body and survive in soul. I became an immaterial being among the fairies. I had to, so I might provide guidance to the child on his most perilous path.
The power of the archetypes. Was that your doing?
No. All I did was awaken them to it. My voice carried the words they needed to hear. That power is no great and rare treasure. It is something that might be grasped by anyone with the will to change the world. And anyone has the power to change the world. Those children proved as much.
I am truly sorry. I lost all the power I once knew. I saw the sanctum burn. And you. I lost you. Once they took our child from me, all my remaining hope went with him. And so I placed my faith in the royal magic. I believed that if this world would choose him, there would still be hope.
This shall do. That boy's fight, and ours, is finally over. The people no longer need some mystic relic or some lofty magics to soothe their fears. They have found the strength to overcome it within, provided they can turn their anxiety into strength and never stop walking toward the unknown. Reality will ever change. Their world shall be one full of possibility.
This isn't about the throne anymore. It marks the beginning of a new era, led by those who are truly worthy of the people's trust. Almost the appointed time now. The day is dawning on a new king's reign. And with it, my true passing. However, if I may truly end my life with pride in my boy, and my love at my side, I've no regrets.
It's been a long road to this moment, hasn't it?
It has indeed. But for our son, a new journey now begins. Heed me, all people of the kingdom. Dawn breaks, and the appointed hour hath come.
He speaks. With the announcement of our new king, everything finally ends.
I now settle the long-contested succession to the throne. They who hath gathered the most faith from their subjects amassed, they who have overcome this fierce contest, the throne's new sovereign, I now reveal. Behold, your new king of your kingdom united.
Yay! Look! Look, that's him, isn't it?
He certainly did, Lark. He really did. Oh, I still can't believe it. That boy pulled it off. His Majesty, the new king.
I won't accept it! The new king is Count Luis.
You can't just crown his son after all. That's cheating, that is. Rise up, people! Riot!
Disorderly conduct will not be permitted.
Settle down. The tournament is over. Our new king has been decided, and the royal capital falls under His Majesty's rule. Threaten it, and you shall face the wrath of the crown theocracy's warrior monks.
Bloody fantastic. They really did it.
Quietude descended once again upon the royal capital, and the day of the new king's coronation arrived.
Boy, coronation really crept up on us. There's a lot of people in the crowd.
Don't tell me you're nervous. After everything we survived already, stage fright should be nothing for you.
Oh, hey, Nurse.
All the same, my heart's pounding out of my chest.
Is it? Nothing you're not used to then. It's just like with the archetypes. Just keep your head high.
It'll be fine. We'll keep the crowd warmed up for you.
Your newfound dignity suits you well, Your Highness. Ah, but I suppose you have outgrown that title. Your Majesty. Yes, that too suits you well.
By the way, saw some of them Senate fat cats hovering about, acting like they've been supporting us from the start, of course. Always on the winning side, eh?
Better than the alternative, no? Especially since we've got some Luis diehards among the people.
I hear that many are concerned about his proficiency with statecraft. To be honest, I'm not so sure myself.
Juna will stand as moderator at the podium. His Majesty will only be asked for a few brief answers. First, the people would know how you aim to lead them. How will you respond to that, Your Majesty?
We have the power to change the world. All of us. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'll strive to do my utmost. With all of you at my side.
That's fine. The people have about had it with pompous monologues. Better to say what you mean with determination.
Still, there are a lot of people in the crowd who have never supported you. How are you going to respond to them?
I'll have to let my work prove my words. With results, I hope everyone can feel that our future will be brighter.
You went from a nobody to the top seat in the nation. No need to puff up and bluster anymore, what? You'll do fine.
A ruler must only stand tall. The rest is not done alone. We are with you.
Indeed. And we're no strangers to more practical work. Whatever our tasks, I'm sure we can handle them.
Well, it is time to make your first appearance as our king. Let us brace ourselves.
Good luck!
Thanks for always having my back.
Well, let's go. To His Majesty, the new king!
All right, a warm welcome, please! His Majesty the new king! Your Majesty, you're so young!
Please. My king, your subjects would hear how you intend to lead them.
Relax, okay? Take it easy and use your own words.
As a ruler, I've much to learn. I cannot say what I'll accomplish. And yet, I believe the world can change by our hand. And to that end, I will face any odds.
Now, Your Majesty, a few more words. Naturally, some under your rule now supported other people in the race. How do you respond to their voices?
There will be times I let you down. I know that. Only results can prove my intent. But still, even should you oppose your king, you can always believe in your own future. I will make sure of it!
A nation where dreams and fantasies are always in reach. Will surely be a challenge.
We'll make it happen.
There you go. If you can pull that off, you'll be the finest king we've known. Well then, this is it! Your attention, please!
No lord remains for you to kneel before. Please take the crown with your own hands, my king.
Ah, long have I awaited the arrival of this day. This journey has reached its end. He came to know the goodness of a hero's heart, and became the king his people had always hoped for. But as this journey ends, so another begins. I'd like you to watch over him on his path for a little longer yet. 1 year has passed since the arrival of the new king.
Hey, heard the news? They're finally reopening that mage academy that got closed down.
You don't say. The famous one deep in the Montario Mountains. Really? I'm impressed. It only took them a year.
They've even paved a proper mountain road. And get this, their headmistress is none other than Lady Juna.
What? The songstress?
Well, she is one of the king's 6 partisans. If she managed to help save the world from Louise, I expect she knows a thing or two about magic. Sounds like they plan to fully open the magic researchers' findings to the people, too. Quite a turn from when the late Sanctifex banned it.
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Louise last year, everyone knows you don't really need an igniter to use magic.
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise, ever since us church folk got the boot from the palace. Even the Royal Knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything, and now he's out on his ear too. And replaced by Sir Haisme Noctul, no less. You believe that? The Royal Knights, led by a Uchief of all things. though he's one of the 6 partisans himself. When he speaks, everyone listens. No one's about to complain.
Even Parliament now invites citizen representatives to hearings. Strange to think we'd been deaf to the voice of the people until now. It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats. How swiftly the times change, eh?
Credit where it's due. I think it's thanks to His young majesty. Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. Saw heroes of all different tribes celebrating the king's victory. Celebrating among the common folk, even. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken to calling it the Great Reconciliation. It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king. But considering how his sons turned out, I hope he's at peace.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year has seen a lot of good, but we've still got our share of problems.
Speaking of His Majesty, I've also heard some folks saying they've seen a boy wandering around these parts who looks just like him. You don't suppose?
Ah, can't be. Without his escorts? Besides, what business would a king have in this place?
Suppose you're right.
Mountains upon mountains of appeals from the people. How many days will this take to sort?
After all the trouble you took to flee politics. And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it? Honestly, with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
It promises that I'll have an eternally cluttered desk.
Here, Your Majesty. I've brought in the next load. And there we go. Not half bad, right? Hey! Isn't the king supposed to be here?
When did he? I've said countless times not to leave unannounced.
Oh, all this decoration doesn't suit me. How would Luis and Forden put up with all this damn finery? Your Majesty? Are you here? Juna's back from her inspection.
Apologies, Troll. I'll look for him now.
Wait! I'm coming with you!
Oh, good grief. Some things never change. Not that they should.
I'd say life has changed plenty for us. Yet somehow our captain's same as he ever was.
And then, well, I might have got a bit too fresh with them stuck-up sanctists. But those bloody church folk been looking down on us for years, you know? Still, it was other sanctists what stepped in to keep things peaceable too. I reckon they're not all bad. Guess me cogs turning. They lost both their Santifex and the Saint Lady last year. Got their own struggles, I expect. Not like it excuses all of them or makes me want to go up and shake a sanctor's hand, but you really put some perspective on it.
It was good talking to you, too.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You ever need some good, honest work? I'll get you squared.
When you're done being king and all.
I should have known you'd be wandering around without your escorts again. How is it, being able to hear the city's honest thoughts?
If you told them you're the king, it'd knock them sideways. Sorry you ended up coming all this way. Maria's actually out on an errand right now.
Then I suppose I'll wait until she comes back.
You sure? That girl always ends up on detours. No telling how long she'll be. Either way, let's keep your head down. You know what happens when you're too obvious about this. Sooner or later, the Lady Captain of the Royal Guard...
Oh, there you are! I knew we'd find you here, for crying out loud!
Phew.
What's up?
So you were here.
Speak of the devil.
Let us return, Your Majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juno would be back from her expedition today.
I suppose I have no choice.
What is it? You have unfinished business. 'Tis settled. I shall come with you on every excursion.
Not dressed like that, you won't. You know how we like snooping around, inconspicuously.
Point taken.
He'll be fine. His Majesty is not about to fall prey to some alleyway scandal, surely. Right, Your Majesty. If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat. She'll be shattered if she finds out she just missed you.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once your business here is finished, please make sure you return to the palace with all swiftness.
All right.
Let's go! Hey?
Come now. Of course. And so... Well... This I vow.
What do you want to do?
Make another save just in case anything happens. Cool.
You're not serious. What now?
No more archetypes.
Oh.
Hey, Basilio.
Just... True. However...
That's...
Yes. We shall.
Yo! Hey!
Tradian Brigade.
But...
Thank you.
This place has really changed. All right, then.
Whoop! Zwip!
Is this a pickle?
What's up, girl?
Say.
But
Yet. Speaking of,
That's good. That's nice. The dog didn't get hurt.
all right, then.
Greetings. I do believe. Now then. Oh. Alas.
The prince has become magnificent.
Dear me!
Ripping, this is. All right now.
Nurse!
Aha!
Chief engineer.
About that.
Oh. Perhaps. Indeed.
That's
That's... However...
all right. Where to?
I got Juna.
All right now.
My king.
In that case.
Gosh. Well.
Plateau!
Speaking of which,
Now we're talking.
yeah. Hey, hey. Magic.
Plateau! He's right there!
Wait a sec.
That's a good kitty.
Mhm.
Oh.
Plateau!
Ain't this a pickle?
The best kitty.
All right then.
Lovely.
Katharina?
Hi there.
Oh, right.
Hold on.
See you soon, I hope.
See your girl.
Say there.
Stroll! My boy.
Hey.
My boy.
Even so.
Hey. Thank you.
That's...
No. Hey. That's why.
Say there.
Why did we never kiss, Stroll? I think that was everyone.
All right then.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that was basically
What now?
everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Moore's gone, so yeah, that's everyone.
That reminds me.
That's right.
Oh.
Oh, hello there. Oh,
Hello.
right. I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa, even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
Am I keeping my promise properly from back then?
Yes, you beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure Papa's smiling down on you too.
That's good. Hearing that from you really lifts my heart.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I don't know what I can do yet, but I'll look for it. I want to do my best, just like everyone else in the city's doing. Still, it's not really enough for one person to do their best. We all have to believe that we can change, don't we? Otherwise, things will just go back to the way they were.
I'd say our future is bright indeed.
Everyone! Long time no see! How have you been?
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those people there? Surely not.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
Lady Tuna, did she really come all this way in a runner? Would have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
The unmitigated nerve.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's not easy to hear the voice of the people from more distant regions.
I guess it's obvious. But just because you're king now doesn't make you suddenly all-seeing.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. Never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't going to fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
Oh, there he is! Over there! See? I told you, that's His Majesty, innit?
Might have been a bit too obvious.
Oi there, Your Majesty!
You dare hoy the king? You swine!
Steady on, Hulkenberg. Calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
There's more work to do every day. But we're in this together. We believe in you.
Everyone's so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a chap all misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
Looks like we're drawing a crowd. Time to get back to work.
Indeed. A veritable mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
And not long after, the new year dawned.
Getting a whole ass epilogue.
A journey? Are you really planning on leaving us?
I won't force you to come. I'm fine going alone.
I already told you. I'll follow you wherever you go.
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another. You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
I want to do what I can for the people. If that's not kingly, then the crown's just slowing me down.
Come on, this is no time for jokes.
Ever the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point, lad. Magla and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey, where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people. So you want to get a better grasp of it all. That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
Right.
If that was your plan, you could have just said so.
Sounds like a fine idea to me. A proper spot of fun, besides. Wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the bally court engineer, I've no choice but to come along. I'm the only driver fit to maneuver the Royal Skyrunner after all. Yes, here begins our quest anew. Let us sally forth upon our... hello? Are you not listening to me?
Sire, you've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
Nurse, don't tell me you called for them beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart the capital together.
Oh, so you've no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
Are you sure about this?
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf. In the end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, the people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler is no cure for their fears.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
Still, this early into the new year? 'Tis never a dull moment in your Majesty's employ.
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, but it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
Okay, but can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
'Tis natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right? And we'll just have to lead by example.
Thank you. All of you. Let's be off.
You once heard my voice and answered a query in kind. Is fantasy a powerless creation? That timeless question. So long as life remains in the world, we seekers all shall search for our answer. But he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you for believing in and guiding him. That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. To seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours. A land that has not yet lost hope. And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with the power of fantasy, you rose in glory. Such courage, such whimsy, and yes, what thrills. You have my sincerest thanks.
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
They're awful, aren't they? They would have left us behind. Oh.
Well, I'm not certain we're in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Yay!
Amazing!
Poetic indeed. That the scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sands.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
Let's go.
Hey. Oh. Dude. I want to kind of give my review on the game, but this art though, the art goes hard. Damn, bro. I can't believe I actually did it. It's only on normal. The difficulty is normal. That fight is wild. So I did get a little spoiled on that with the final fight of Luis, like the second half, being shown that like it's a gross, deformed version of Luis in that final form he has. But even then, like, I was not anticipating that he would do that shit like towards this, like, the second half of his health, of being like, no, I get an additional 4 turns. Fuck you. The other thing I'm curious about is the other thing that I was looking at was destroying the crystals before you reach Luis apparently is really optional. It does something, I don't know whether or not it does complicate the fight even more, but even then that fight was tough. That fight was really tough. But overall, I did enjoy the time I had like figuring out which archetypes to bring and like what kind of synergy to have with the various archetypes and party members that I had, because like obviously Hulkenberg fucking pulled it to the max, baby. With Basilio. Yeah, it's just like that final part was not a joke, but yeah, man, this is fucking, yeah, this is a contender for GOTY for me personally. Obviously I still have to play Infinite Wealth, but that's probably going to be in a bit. I'd rather play a kind of a short game for the meantime. A short game for the meantime to just have some kind of downtime, because obviously this game took me a while to get through. It's not a short game, obviously. It is a game that requires a lot of your time. Even on my off time, I was just like, okay, let me level up a little bit more to see whether or not this will help me against the fight with Luis. And like even then, that did a little bit, but it didn't do like a crazy amount. It is an SMT fight, like that is for fucking certain. Yeah, it's a wild time. But trying to think, like, what can I say before I get into my whole deep review? Let the music play out. there's a lot of layers to the story, which I do really like. And I feel like it is something that like is approachable for some people. I know some people don't really dig JRPGs, but this is, I would have to say, a very, very good story, even with like the whole fantasy setting, the medieval fantasy stuff. Yeah, it's just everything about the world is like really interesting, but obviously it is a metaphor for reality. Yeah, it's, I don't know. The art is still really good. I mean, that's the obvious point of these games, that the art is just incredibly well done. Got my metaphor shirt on. From Metaphoring. Yeah, it's crazy to think that, like, I will say this year has been a very good year for video games. Last year was pretty good too, but like this year has also been very, very good with the amount of stuff that's come out. And I think this game is a particular highlight of just like great shit. Just a well-rounded JRPG with a good story, very good and very memorable characters, and even the villain is also incredibly memorable as well. And the music. Overflow Harmony. Arrow of Radiance. Cast. Isn't Stuart Clark in FF16? I've seen that name before. Isn't he Dion? Yeah, it is. It is Dion. I knew I really liked that voice. He has a fantastic voice. I really enjoyed him as Dion and as Stroll as well. Voting. I didn't get to see the other names. All I know is that I believe the voice actor that plays Heisme is the same actor that was in Alan Wake's Lake House. He was the doctor. I believe that they're the same actor. Overall, very good actor as well. Yeah, everyone's just like, just the writing in this game it's very, very good. And it's funny too, because like I remember at the beginning of like playing this game, I was just like, I don't know, there was a part of me that was just kind of like thrown off a little bit, because I was just like, oh man, I hope this isn't just like generic fantasy stuff of like gotta be the king, or not even that. It's just like what is the conflict in this? Is it gonna be like dumb magic stuff? And like it does still have like all the fantasy aspects that some people are expected to see when going into a fantasy story, but it's done very well, and it gives explanations as to certain like rules of the magic, which I think makes it far more interesting than other fantasy stuff. Because obviously, you know, magic is a huge part of this world, and then the explanation that like, yes, the culmination of people's fears and anxieties is what allows magic to even like what's the word I'm looking for, to even exist. That's what I meant to say. And it's a very interesting ideal of like leaders, and what do leaders represent? They represent the people's hopes and dreams, and they represent the burden of people, the solver of people's burdens. And I really like that idea that, like, yes, the King's Royal Scepter is basically the catalyst of all these people's hopes, and allows it to grab all the worries and keep it away from the people. But that also introduces the idea of that nothing's really being solved. Like, stuff is still bad, but because people don't really face their fears or anxieties, that's why progression never really happens. And they're kind of stuck in this, like, in this really shitty idea of like, well, it's not my problem. Yeah. All right, I guess I'll talk about, like, more of the story and stuff. A Seeker. That's me.
Dear guest, from a world I shall never know. In your eyes, I know our journey was ultimately a fiction. However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality. I hope the promise of our world echoes in you. With all my heart, I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
Look at that. The rubble's just bait for tourists now.
I never expected a view like this.
Let's see it all. Let's see the world.
Yeah.
A new journey now beckons. In days of eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideas. A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they placed their trust, and so the kingdom breathed new life.
The strength to believe in the unknown, that can change everything. Without a doubt, you will face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.
Yeah. Ooh, cool. You can now transfer currently owned items with some exceptions: money, mag, or virtues, scanned enemies, memorandum, archetype statuses, and total playtime. Is there a new game plus on this? I would assume yes. I don't know if it might be on that. I would have to go back to the... Oh, shit. Who's the... Hold on. Exit. Yes, thank you. Go back. Need music to play in the background as I talk about video game. So, what? Oh, okay. It just puts me back.
Who's there?
I will probably be checking that out in a bit. Obviously, I wanted to see other characters Bond stuff. 96 hours, Jesus Christ. That's because like taking breaks and stuff in between. But even then, yeah, I guess I'll talk about metaphor and my feelings towards this game. Yeah, this is GOTY for me. This is a game of the year in my heart. Astrobot, eat your heart out. I think the thing I want to talk about is obviously the story. Actually, you know what? Let me be right back. I still gotta use the bathroom. I can't do this to myself. All right, I'm here. I'm back. All right. So let's talk about this game. Let's talk about the story. Let me dive in. Overall, the story is like I was mentioning before. Initially I was not interested in it. I was just like, oh, all right, let's start this long RPG, which I feel like is such a bad way to go into games, especially a new game like this. And I do really like Persona games, and I do really like SMT games. So it's just like that felt weird for me. Of just like, why do I feel like really hesitant on starting this game? And I think it's just because of the longevity of those games. That they tend to be really, really long. Not super long, but like pretty long. But then once we got to the point where the archetypes started being introduced and like this is the system that you're playing, I was like, okay, I'm digging it. And then the music, I was like, okay, this is really good. And then the setup for the story of the king is dead. Now we have to find a new king. Here we start the tournament arc for all these people that want to be king. And I'm like, okay, I'm in. I'm very in. And then like the progression of the story of just like, okay, we're in a tournament arc. Forget about that. We got to find out how to kill this one specific guy that's responsible for the death of the king and possibly responsible for the death of the prince. Death, quote unquote. And I do like that the game is like, the prince isn't technically dead. The prince is still alive, but he's kind of in a state of unconsciousness that there's nothing we can really do unless we find a way to unshackle him from his binds. So I do like that. I do like the twists that were happening within the game, and then like the overall explanation as to like what our main villain was interested in doing. And yeah, the story, like I said, there's a lot with the story of just like the escalation of certain things and the escalation within the dangers of the world and the dangers of the villain that you're fighting as well. So yeah, story is just fucking great. The characters, everyone on our team is incredibly memorable, and I like this cast. I like this crew. It's funny too that like the game doesn't really give you like options to romanticize them. But to be fair, you know, they are your buddies. They are like the people that you do want to hang out with, and I like all of them. All of them have like their weird little quirks, and all of them have like really harsh stories, or stories that are pretty empathetic. Like you can really understand from their perspective and like what they thought in during the time of hardships. Obviously I think Stroll, being your bro, is such a well-written character. Stroll, I think, is a fantastic bro to have, but the person who is super like above the expectations of writing, I have to say personally, is Heisme. I think Heisme is a phenomenally well-written character. It's just insane at the fact of like this little fucking Batman has an incredibly tragic backstory, and he's like this cute little like marketable plushie. It's wild, and I was just like, yeah, this is some good shit. But yeah, I like everyone in the game. I like everyone in the party. It's unfortunate that like a lot of the other last two party members like Yufa and Basilio come in pretty late, and it's just like I want to connect with them a little bit more. That's why I kind of went a little bit more with Basilio and at the end, just to know his story, and just because he obviously, being in the party, he's really fucking good at doing damage. But I wanted to know a little bit more about Yufa. I wanted to know more about her Bond story, because I was really digging the Bond story of just like what is happening with Yufa's thing, like what is up with these people getting sick. But obviously that was something I should have focused on a little bit more. But even then, you know, I was trying to level up and like put my archetypes in a good position. So either way, I'll probably do another playthrough. I'm curious whether or not the bonds that I make later on will still stay, like if I still have like full bonds with other people, or if I have to get them back all the way up as well. I'll have to see. But even then, you know, a lot of the side characters that you do create bonds with were still really fun and interesting. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Anyone else? Oh yeah, so yeah, Stroll, I really do like him being your second in command, being your bro, and for most of the story, he is the one that kind of like explains things and like it basically like has a plan to go on. Stroll is incredibly smart, incredibly 3 times. He is very tactful, and it is crazy to think that it's just like, yeah, he is a fantastic character. He is just great, because of even the dialogue that he gives and like his backstory and his feelings and how just everything works around him. Even like his some of his faults, you know, sometimes he could be a little cocky, a little too overconfident at times, and then but then there are moments where he can kind of be a hothead, and it's just like, no, Stroll is a great character. I like the fact that he's so dynamic. Even his backstory of just him being basically a fallen lord from a house that's destroyed, and you know, uncovering the rest of the story behind that of his parents basically saving everyone in the village when initially he thought that his parents were just cowards or people that didn't need to be respected, and then realizing that like those ideas were childish, and they were great people, and on top of that they valued the people around their home, their manor, and that Stroll wants to strive and do good by those people who were there to support his family. And I do really like that, and I like the fact as well that the reasoning for Stroll's family's downfall was because of Luis, because of what Luis did in command, that Luis saw them just to be a means of an end. And it's just like, holy shit, like that is incredibly fucked up. Yeah, Stroll is great. Hulkenberg, I think, is really fun. Hulkenberg is fun, but I wouldn't say that her Bond stuff was that interesting. But getting her personal view on her feelings during the time when she thought the prince died, I think is the stronger aspect of Hulkenberg's character. That obviously she felt like she had nothing to live for and only had a hope of finding out whether or not the prince was still alive, and that was the only thing that kept her going. And basically a fallen knight is the idea for Hulkenberg. But even her Bond stuff, I think, was all right for the most part, of seeing that like her being very noble and very, very virtuous compared to somebody who she basically grew up career-wise, Rodin, and seeing how those two split, of like, oh no, here's a guy on the knighthood that is a complete fucking asshole, and somebody who's not on the knighthood anymore that's not an asshole but still has the ideals of a knight, how they clash, and seeing that, and kind of her getting over her personal feelings against Rodin and being like, you know what, you are doing the exact opposite what a knight should do. Instead of protecting the people, you've taken advantage of them, and I'm not going to allow that to happen anymore. And I think is the neat part about her Bond. Let's see, who else? Heismay, like I said, Heismay is fucking top tier writing, just because of how emotionally smart Heismay is, and just the things surrounding him, and on top of that, the background as to like why he's in the place that he's in now. Obviously him being in the cave, and essentially it was just for him to die. You know, he didn't want to go out in a way that seemed unsuitable for somebody who was kind of on the knighthood, even though he was technically like the black ops of knights, which is also another interesting like factoid that you get, of just like, oh, these are like spies, essentially. These are like black ops knights. But even Heismay's backstory is incredibly tragic. Like, once he starts talking about the whole thing that happened with his son, and the more explanation you get from him about what happened to his son, is it's horrible. It's something that, like, I feel like not even, you don't have to be a parent to understand it. It's just like, it's just horrible to hear that from a cute little Batman. But even then, it's such a tragic thing to happen. But then getting explanations behind the riots of like when that occurred is because of the fact that the church was experimenting on people, and it was experimenting on the poor, and they just subjugated them to all these experiments and just let them out to run wild, and we're like, we're not responsible for them. They're lesser than us, so let them essentially kill themselves. And it's just like, holy shit. Like, like when you get into somebody's backstory, there's always a connecting thread that kind of expands the world a little bit more and makes you understand that, yeah, it's not an individual problem, it's a systemic problem. And that's why I was like, I really like everything about this world. Yeah, Heismay is a fantastic character. Even the dungeon where we had to go and fight the evil baby human, like, that was, I think, was incredibly well written. And Heismay's whole monologue that he had, I think, was fantastic as well. Basically saying that, you know, the hardships of being a parent, and even being a parent that survives after their child, it's something that you can never really have somebody connect and it's something that nobody can really understand, but even then, it's not something that should really put you in a position where you have to destroy other families. And I think that I think was just like, holy shit, Jaime is such a fantastic character. Even then, you know, Jaime is a little racist towards Basilio, and he kind of understands from Basilio's perspective as well, of just like, it wasn't the Parapiss's fault. And Jaime even knows that, like, I shouldn't be that prejudiced against another people, because it's like, first of all, I shouldn't be angry at Basilio because of what other Parapiss did. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's just everything around Jaime is just fucking fantastic. Juna, I would have to say, is somebody that I'm surprised I started liking a little bit more, because, you know, her introduction is just like, oh, she is, oh, sorry. Okay. I gotta remember. Oh, okay. Alright, the connection. That obviously your introduction to Juna is that she's on Luis's side, and you're just like, oh, okay, here's this girl who's probably Luis's second hand. And then the reveal is that no, she's actually a spy that's on your side. And it's like, oh shit, that's cool. And she happens to be like the most popular person within the world. So like, that's really fucking cool. Then you get her Bond story, and I'm like, oh, like it explains a little bit more about the Nida people. And I was just like, that actually is incredibly interesting of the fact of like why she has that specific archetype of the masked dancer. And it's like, because she is putting on a facade, she is putting on essentially a persona. And it's cool to see that, like, yeah, the Nida, is it the Nida? The specific race? Yeah, I believe it's Nida. Let me look this up, the races in metaphor. But even then, you know, what I'm saying is that like the expansion upon that world of like, yeah, these specific tribe of people, metaphor, tribes. Okay, what we got? Clemar, Usant, Ujif, Nida, Nida, Parapiss, Ishkia, Roag, and Mustari. Oh, and Elba, yeah. Yeah, it's just having that open up a little bit towards these other tribes, and opening up to that a lot of Nida people kind of have to hide themselves, and that's why a lot of them don't necessarily bond with other people, and their faces essentially have to be pleasing compared to their regular faces that are very childlike, almost like Hobbit-ish, that they look like children, and that's why they're not taken seriously, so that's why they have to change their appearance. I think that's really, really interesting. And even her personal story of just like, I'm a singer, is kind of neat, because it kind of gives you a little bit of that hope that, like, you know, I don't want to be the only one succeeding in a specific thing, specifically singing. I would like other people to rise up and see what they can do. And I think that's really nice. I like that. Moving on to, I was mostly talking about like the main party members. Yufa, I really liked Yufa's stuff. The introduction to Yufa, I think I really liked, of just like, oh, here's another expansion on another part of this world. These people who are considered to be paganists and have a different religion from your mainland one, and have different ideals and stuff and stuff like that. And to hear Edeni talk about his sister being a priestess, and it's just like, oh, that's interesting. What is essentially her job besides being kind of like the forebearer of this religion? And it's essentially, she's a sacrifice. And it's like, oh, okay. But then once you go through her dungeon and start to get the revelation of just like, no, she is not meant to be sacrificed. She's supposed to be helping people. The sacrifice was misinterpreted. And I really do like that aspect as well, of just like, even religion can be interpreted a completely different way. And then even the reveal of like, no, the city of Shinjuku exists, and this was basically the people of the ancient people that used to live here. Like, this is all their stuff underground. And it's just like, what? Like, I thought initially it was going to be like an SMT thing of just like recreate Shinjuku. And it was just like, ugh. Yeah, no, I really do like Yufa's stuff. I do like essentially the Mustari people of just like their religion is different, and obviously they're persecuted because of their different ideals and their different religion. I think, yeah, I really like the twist of Yufa's identity essentially, and her understanding that twist and going with it and being like, I know originally I was meant. We initially thought I was meant for something, but now I can take what we now know and do something more with it. I'm able to be my people's protector. I'm able to fight for another tomorrow for my people. And it's just like, yeah, that's really good. And then Basilio, yeah, with the obvious stuff with the whole Parapist experiment and him being a survivor and him being introduced pretty late with his brother Fidelio. It's just like, okay, I see Basilio is going to be an interesting character. And this is also another thing I do like about Basilio's character, or like everyone in this game in general, is just like finding their own voice, finding their own identity, essentially, because of the fact that in the beginning Basilio looked up to his brother, and most of the time his brother would be the one to kind of be the leader, essentially, between the two of them. But realizing that his brother's gone, it's just like that idea of loss of just like, what do I do now? But I'm kind of glad at the fact that Basilio kind of like resolves that a little bit faster and is like, you know what? My brother wouldn't want me to be hesitant. My brother would want me to continue to fight for things and continue to fight for what we really believe in. And yeah, I liked his Bond story as well, of just like, here's another brother character, but unfortunately, you know, had to be taken out by Basilio. And it's just like, that kind of engraves in his mind of just like, I have to fight for my people. I have to fight that my people can survive, and that we don't have to strive for to survive each and every day. Like, we can just live. Yeah, I really liked Basilio stuff. Grius was also pretty cool, you know, having a Roag in your group. And you know, Grius kind of not being, you know, truly formed into the party was also the other interesting thing of just like, what's gonna happen with Grius? But no, Grius was also there as a demonstration as to like what the power, what the king's power is doing. And it was obviously to show that, yeah, people who are on the way to become king can't be hurt, you know, at the beginning. So unfortunately Grius was killed because of that. But even then, like, Grius's legacy kind of still lives on. You know, he when you interact with Maria or Fabian, they explained that like Grius was a very good man. He was somebody that was trying to make better for his family and especially for his daughter. And you know, even the little chats that you have with Maria is a half child, and she is going through her own struggles, and basically her father was her only comfort. And it's just a sad thing that you see of just like Maria's whole thing of just like, well, I have Fabian, Fabian's my family, but I feel like I'm a burden to her because she's alone as well. And it's just like, fuck, dude. It's like, it like hits you really hard of just like, when a child feels like there's no hope, it's like, we've really fucked up in this world. Like, we've really messed up. Yeah, but I did like, you know, even though Grius was there for only like a moment, he was kind of like, obviously the I want to say a father figure, but he was the older, wiser, I guess, kind of a sage character, explaining that like, yeah, this world is pretty fucked, and it's somebody that can live longer than most tribes. I know how fucked up it is, and I do want to make a change, but not just for me, but for my child, because my child, you know, will struggle in this world because of who she is, or how she was born. And it's like, yeah, like the testament of being a parent, obviously being with Heisme and Grius. I guess other side characters that you make bonds with. Yeah, I think everybody was pretty fun. Brigitta. I don't remember how to pronounce it. I think she was great. I like that this is somebody who is an NPC, but also has a has a very interesting backstory of somebody who is kind of cold on the world because of how she was treated, and it makes sense. Like I said, this is a very huge systemic problem that this world is blighted with, that people struggle every single day, and the only way they're able to get out of it is find a way to play the system, essentially, and basically pull themselves by their own bootstraps. But it shouldn't be that way. A suffering for these people should not be, you know, the defining factor of why they should be able to succeed. And I think it's, you know, Brigitta is like one of those examples of just like somebody who was able to get out of that that world of being an orphan and then being kicked around and eventually, you know, becoming a very successful businesswoman, but still personally, you know, very distant and very cold from people, because trusting people is what she thinks is a weakness. And, you know, you gain her trust and you have the little dog character, and then you have the whole thing with her intent on destroying a whole ass village, and then realizing that the village did nothing wrong. She was being played, and she got played. And with her resolving thing of these kids going to kill her, she realizes that, like, you know, they're just like her, that, like, I mean, the system, the world that they live in, the people that take advantage of the weak is the problem. And she realizes that now she's in a position of being somebody who is not who is not weak, that she can actually make a change. And that's why she decides to do her own little like residency and stuff for people who are looking for homes. And even then, changing her career path from being a firearms salesman essentially to a inventor of fun little toys and stuff. And I'm like, that's really fun, that's really good. Shit, I forgot about Nuris. But yeah, Brigitta I think is also a very good bond to have, or even just to explore. Oh yeah, I forgot about Juna, that Juna was also kidnapped as well. Like, that's also the other thing that I really like. Well, can't believe this man came in here just to tell me about spinny circles on Crimbus. That Juna being kidnapped and being an adoptive daughter to an Ishkia royal family is just like, oh, that's really interesting. And then, like, the expectations that she had compared to her sister Rella, and then even with Rella's whole thing of just like, I basically had to keep a whole ass past from my sister, the person who I'm close with, to protect her. It's just like fucking layers, bro, just fucking layers, because of just how awful this theocracy is, just because of these fuckers that are in religious clothing being like, well, for the benefit of the people, we need you to take out the prince. And fucking telling a 12-year-old to do that. A 12-year-old. It's just like, yeah, you gotta kill the prince. Or not, we're gonna make sure your family suffers. It's just like, holy fuck. That's some evil shit. But yeah, it's you know, Juna's writing is very good. Brigitta's writing is very good. Heisme's very good. I'm trying to think of other people I connected with. Yeah, Nuris. I forgot about Nuris, his whole thing. Him being kind of like the eccentric weirdo inventor guy, I think is pretty fun. But even his understanding of, like, when you go out and look for the relics and stuff like that, that he understands that, you know, some things just shouldn't be built. You know, some things can be used to make people's lives easier, but there are other things that can be destructive and can make people's lives harder. So he'd rather just not let those things exist, and with that knowledge, try to do some good from it. And I do like that. I do like the whole thing of Nuris. Barden, I wanted to know a little bit more, obviously, because of the fact that now he is the governor of his home. He now has to figure out on how to talk to people and how to do these other things. I think that was also something I would like to see a little bit more of, obviously. Shit. What is, oh my god, I forgot their names. That one guy, you know which one I'm talking about. Shit. Alonzo, Jesus. Alonzo I really liked as well, because that kind of like helps with the whole thing with the whole Nita stuff of them trying to have a face to go into the public with, and then him getting his whole shit about him being a mama's boy and then his mom being killed, and it's just like, oh fuck. I wanted to obviously see a little bit more about that. Who else did I not complete? Obviously Maria, but I kind of did the whole thing with the connection of Maria and Grius. Other bonds, Barden, Alonzo. Yeah, there's a lot of bonds I did not, I wasn't able to connect with, and it's unfortunate, but I would like to go back and get those bonds and see what I can come up with. But we'll see. Well, obviously, I will do that in my own time. Replay through this game for 80 hours. I mean, I could probably skip through a lot of stuff, but still, holy shit. Yeah, everybody, the writing for the characters is incredibly strong. The setting is also very strong, being this really weird, high fantasy-like world that believes that our world is fantasy, even though there are relics of our world there. But it's also the fault of humanity that we do not learn from our mistakes, or we do not learn from things that should change us. And that goes to show that, when you reach the Elder Sanctum, excuse me, and you get shown all the history of like humanity existed. Humans, even though that's what the monsters are called, were people. They are people who dealt with so much anxiety and fear that they've become something monstrous, and that essentially humanity almost killed themselves. And then throughout the progression of time, they started to change into different people, and then eventually the segregation started happening with different people feeling more what's the word I'm looking for? Feeling, is that really a word? But like feeling more above than the rest. And you have the Clemar, you have the Parapus, you have the Nita, the Rusant, and you see like their differences in their societal system, and even like a caste like system, that it's like, yeah, you start to see that humans or humanity did not learn that they always have to feel above one another. Like there always has to be that feeling of a feeling more, oh god, I keep forgetting the word. I guess we just keep saying above. That these people need to, in order to feel kind of like safe in their own position, they need to feel that they are more worthy of being oh god, I'm just losing my train of thought. But I guess the understanding I'm trying to like get across is that societal prejudices did not die, and it's the interesting part about this world, and the idea of the word human is considered to be something that is awful, and that's why Elda, looking more closer to humans, are outcasts. And within this world, you have the different tribes and their views on other tribes, and it's just like this division between all of them is the problem that as to why the world is the way it is. And it's the people above that are supposed to be their representatives that do not care about the people, that they just continue to do what they do to benefit themselves. And even then, having somebody who is in a position of power, realizing that the power is way too much to deal with, and they're still a person, and they just can't deal with it because obviously you have the king. And even then, I would have to go back to the characters like Moore being shown, being like the mysterious dude in the blue world. It's just like, what is his story? And then the reveal that, because of you being the prince and you having the ability to separate, essentially, and create your own persona, the king can do that as well. And he created his own, and basically he was there to guide you from the start. But even then, like, his explanation as to like, why don't you just let the world go? Everything is a fuck, essentially. Everything is there's no hope for it. Just leave that world and maybe we can live in our own fantasy. And, you know, you being the main character being like, no, fuck that. I can't do that. My friends are still there. I have to do something. Yeah, I like that idea as well, that like the king was just had enough and people took advantage of him and the position that he was in with losing family members, losing his wife, losing his son. And it's just like all that weight just upon him of like, now he has to protect the people. And him realizing that is just like, he realized that he was at fault because it's just like, I can't do this. Like it's too fucking much. You know, that amount of responsibility is really burdensome. And yeah, that kind of got him to that whole situation with Luis coming in being like, yeah, fucker, like you're supposed to be responsible. You're supposed to be the one that tells these people not to kill other people, but these fuckers over at the theocracy are just like, yeah, elder people gotta go. Sorry. Actually, not sorry, really. They gotta burn down because they're heretics. And it's just like, fucking hell. Yeah, it's just interesting to see that, like, you know, originally you think Fortin's gonna be like the real main villain, and then he is actually a villain. He's a huge villain. But he is only a cog within this world. Then you have Luis, who is a villain, but then you start to realize that, like, maybe his motivations aren't that bad. But then the more he starts to describe what his intent is, you're like, oh no, you gotta go because of the fact that you have this idea of essentially Darwinism, of just like the survival of the fittest, and we will live in a meritocracy that only the strong can survive in. And it's just like, oh, that's why that's really bad, because even then you view people as a means to an end, and their sacrifice is a way to step upon the path of societal problems. And it's like, you get that example when Luis explains the whole thing that happened to Stroll's home, that he was just like, yeah, we needed the leaders to see that humans were a problem, so when the humans attacked your home, we didn't step in. And he's like, I didn't allow it because I wanted to show these people that they're a problem to the rest of the world. So your sacrifice, your people's sacrifice, your home sacrifice was worth it to show these people that, yeah, dumbasses, it's time to you know, put on your big boy pants and let's fight these things. Yeah, it's just like, there's monstrous shit that Luis did, of just like, people are only pawns to the king, and people should know their place. And if they want to succeed in living another day, they have to fight for it, but they have to struggle. Like he is continuing the cycle of struggle because of, you would think initially from revenge, but no, because of his idea and the way he grew up and the way he lived, of just like, nah, in this world the strong take over and they do whatever they want, so it's time to show the strong that there are other stronger ones, and that these new stronger ones take out the old stronger ones. And it's just like, oh my god, like, this is a fucking cycle of insanity, of just like, the strong has to be strong to strong the strong. It's like, oh my god, you fucking crazy motherfucker. Yeah, and I did like that twist as well, that like, Luis is an Elder. Luis was somebody that saw the evilness of the world, but instead of, you know, losing all hope, it kind of grew a grudge within him, being like, this world is fucked. This world is fucked, and nobody was willing to change it, so I'm going to take matters into my own hands. But in the sense of like, his ideals being like, oh shit, oh shit, you want to make the world anew, but in the worst way possible. Of just like, then humanity will be unrecognizable at that point. That all these tribes, all these people's hardships would be unrecognizable, and like society will cease to exist. Yeah, I think I really liked Luis's motivation. I do like the fact that he is a very interesting villain that you can kind of sympathize and empathize with. But you know, you get to a point of just like, no, you're going full villain now. You are going full villain. But it's also interesting the fact that like he is very true to his word. He is unwavered throughout the entire time you interact with him. There was never a moment where he was hesitant, being like, oh, I guess I won't do that, or like, maybe you might be right. And no, he's just like, nah, I'm going to do what I want to do because that's the way I view it. And you're not going to stop me. You can talk to me as much as you want, but I will never see different because I have gone this far, and I will not change my view, my ideas, and what I want to do. Like, he is that like headstrong about his new world. And even then, it's just like, dude, you gotta fucking stop, man. Like, you gotta take a moment to fucking breathe. Yeah, Luis is a very well-written antagonist. But Forden, yeah, even then, it's just like the whole reveal with Forden of just being like, yeah, I'm the super evil religious asshole that is perpetuating this idea of segregation between the races. And it's just like, god damn it, man. Yeah, everything about like all the characters are just like really well done. It's just like, yeah, each character that you meet has their own little like thing that they're essentially being a puppet master to, and I think that's really good. I think it's really, really fun. Yeah, setting great, fantastic. Seeing the other worlds and seeing the other cities and stuff like that, I think was also really fun. Oh god, I forgot about Zorba. Anyways, fuck Zorba. Zorba was cool because like that's also somebody who's so like who's such a Luis diehard that, you know, you're not gonna change his mind either. Oh, Katharina, that's who I forgot for characters. Yeah, she's great as well. That, you know, that's somebody that you have to change her ideals. That maybe her ideals are a little too radical, and that maybe that really won't solve all the problems in her people. But it's cool to see that, you know, she's still helping her people in them finding different ways to help themselves, and I like that. I like that as well. It's crazy the fact she's not a fucking character with you. It's wild. You know, as much as I like Basilio, it's like, Katharina's so fucking cool because she's Punch Girl with pink hair. Like, she has a really cool design. Yeah, funny. Let's see, music. Yeah, music is fucking great in this game. It's surprising how just like the chanting like works. Like, there's a lot of like build up to a lot of songs, and just like how it plays out, it's just done really, really well. Even like the other songs, like the song, the theme when you're in academia is like very calming, and it's like you get used to it, and I just really liked it. I liked all the music in this game so far. Music. Gameplay? Yes, gameplay. So yes, this being a JRPG obviously has its JRPG stuff. And even, you know, it has a lot of really neat differences that I do like compared to, obviously, my main comparisons are going to be Persona and SMT games, of just like it switching up the formula. And I do really like the fact that like you have the ability to retry a battle. That allows you to go back and fix your mistakes, and I think that's really good. I think that's really fair and fun, and I like that you don't have to fucking restart at a save all the fucking time, even though there are moments that I had to, but still. Yeah, it's also kind of goofy at the fact that when you die, you know, you're gonna have to go back to that save, even though you have the ability to retry. But anyways, the overworld stuff I think is a pretty good idea of like you not wasting a lot of fights as well. That once you start leveling up and getting past certain enemy levels, you just can like hit them in the overworld and they just die. I think that's also like a really great addition. As for the other stuff, you know, this is very mostly Persona-like, of the fact that you're making bonds with people, and you know, me going off about all the characters and stuff like that, getting to know every character is pretty fun. Boosting up your virtues, I think, is also interesting, of seeing like how you can boost them up. It's like talking to certain people, or learning about the world, or like reading books, and doing specific events and things like that. I think is also a neat thing, and just like getting the actual explanation of certain things is the fun part as well, because you know, some Persona games are just like, oh, you want to talk to this person, you spent your day with this person, and it's like, oh, okay. And then with this, it's just like, you want to spend your day with Stroll's going to talk to you about his family and this and that, and like this other interesting thing. Or you want to bring up your imagination. No, what was it? Wisdom? Was it wisdom or imagination? No, tolerance. You want to bring up your tolerance? Talk to this Mustari person. You talk to the Mustari person, they're like, well, in our religion, you know, we believe in this and that, and that's why, you know, the Sanctists don't like us because of this specific reason. And then beforehand, you know, and it's like this whole lore explanation is just like, oh fuck, this is really, really good. Yeah, a lot of like the system mechanics stuff, I think, is really well done. They feel like a lot of like quality of life things, especially for people who've played JRPGs. But yeah, the battle system is also pretty good as well, specifically like using your archetypes and like switching out what archetypes you want to use, and even like the synergy attacks of like, okay, which archetype do you want on your team and how does that work, and will this help you in the end, and play around essentially with like what you have and what you want to do, even using inherited skills. Just like, okay, you want to use a berserker move on a summoner, like you can do that, or you can have a summoner do some you can actually experiment or find different summons for your summoner to use, or find different masks for your masked dancer to use, and go from there and try to work things out and see what buffs you can get, or how you can take on the fight a little bit more easier. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff within the game, and the archetype system I think is really fun. I think it's a very neat addition, and it's obviously very Final Fantasy-like, because Final Fantasy obviously had the job system, but it's neat to see that, you know, you can change everybody in your team's jobs, and then even like getting the super boosted archetypes, you know, like Prince or Royal Knight or Royal Berserker and stuff like that. It's just like, oh, these are like the more powerful versions of these specific archetypes, and like, how do they work? Oh, they can do this, they can do that, and it's like, okay, cool, that's very, very cool. Trying to think anything else within the world. Yeah, no, just bonding with people, fun. Anything too crazy. It is very reminiscent of a lot of like Persona stuff. Just like, okay, you got free time, what do you want to do? Do you want to hang out with somebody? Do you want to like cultivate stuff? Do you want to, I don't know, build up your stats, your personal stats? Do what you need. Even the fast travel stuff I think is pretty cool. Of just like even the in-world explanation of it essentially being like, well, you've been to a place and you have the power of the king, and you can kind of go back and forth between places. So yeah, if you want to travel around, do what you want, but you gotta be. You've had to have been in that place, so can't just imagine where you want to go. Yeah, just great. Everything about this game is fucking fantastic. Yeah, it's a fucking 11 out of 10 for me. Fucking 80 hours with this goddamn game. It's a fucking 11 out of 10 for me. Phenomenal. Fucking great. Recommended. Personal goatee for me. I guess with final thoughts is just like, yeah, I'm probably gonna go back, try to get the rest of the archetypes, and see how it goes. And you know, I'm interested to seeing the other difficulties, but I would assume that they're gonna wreck my ass. But we'll see. Yeah, just overall, this game is such a phenomenal story, and just a good old time, especially if you really love RPGs. Great, just good overall. Damn, bro. All right. With that, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be back with something else. All right. Bye-bye.